here to do a divine masculine, divine feminine mutual energy check. Thank you for joining us, and if you're new or returning, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you could, please go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are a growing channel. We're trying to reach as many people as possible. If these messages are helping you, go ahead and tap into the algorithm, interact with the page. You may get the video out there and promote to someone so it can help them as well. What I was picking up on the pre-shuffle was someone's being a soldier, being obedient, getting divine messages, following orders. I feel for masculine, we have the card of denial coming out. We have something with the not within reach, something unable to be in his hands as of yet, being denied of it. And there it is again at the bottom of the deck. The messages are coming in, like being told, like, hey, don't eat those, don't grab those grapes, don't, be obedient, listen to what I'm saying, listen to the messages that I'm giving you. Let me see. Let's go for mutual energy. That was on the pre-shuffle. The denial is, again, for the messages, like being told not to grab the fruit. I heard forbidden fruit. Mutual energy, the fledgling. Maybe like fresh start, kind of beginning, the first stages, maybe even feeling a little playful, a little curious on, it's like the playfulness is kind of held back, maybe struggling, because it's like you guys have made a promise to be, there it is again, obedient. So it's like, you gotta follow what you're guided to do. You gotta be obedient in order to reach fulfillment here. Let's get one more for the feminine. One more for the feminine, please. One oracle card for the feminine. That meditation. At peace. Look at this. It's almost like that fruit would be the other hand that he's reaching for. Feminine's in meditation, and it really does look like that's the other side of that fruit that he's reaching for. It's like once he is able to grab it, it will be the feminine's hand. But both are kind of struggling in that. But feminine is in meditation, in the energy of letting go of things that were within her that needed to transform, things that needed to change, things that needed to be solidified. There we go. I don't know why I want to say satisfied, but it's like once you let go, you'll reach a certain type of success, and it's just a reminder. Just letting go brings success. You have to let go of a lot of things that you held on to, the pain, the hurt, past memories that weren't so positive, things that kind of hinders you of moving forward and being successful. So you're both kind of struggling that you're being, one, masculine struggling that you're being denied, two, feminine is in meditation, trying to release and let go of some things. So let's take a look and see what's going on. Yeah, I'm getting a sense of confusion of why, what is this? Um, like strongly thinking about it, like why, why am I being denied? Eh, like I don't get it. All right, masculine. Let's talk about it. How we feeling today, masculine? The Six of Swords, Magician, and the Wheel. Hold on, let me sit with it for a little bit. Stuck in his head, still stuck in his head. And it's like masculine's moving away from the denial, feeling denied, feeling kind of rejected, denied of what he wants, and all this other stuff. So he's moving on to go manifest and turn things around for himself. All the while, like still kind of stuck in his head, feeling stuck, kind of stagnant, immovable outwardly, but this is still the underlying energy. This is still what's going on. Like I still don't get it. I just don't understand. I need to look at this from a different perspective. And it's like I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to shift my energy to something so I can manifest something to turn in my favor, something that works out for me since I'm being denied. Okay, let's see. Like kind of being stuck in suspension for a while. Wait, I go. Yeah, it's like not making a head over heart decision, not really using discernment. Kind of upset about it because he wants what he wants. Masculine is like very attracted to, yeah, he wants what he wants, and he's like, I need to make a decision about this. I want what I want. I'm kind of upset about being rejected, like I said, reconfirming what I said and needing to temper that out because he feels abandoned, left out in the cold, and feeling like things have come to a close, and needing to start a new cycle, needing to get something else going for himself, but like in the energy of, oh, I need to heal, I need to put my emotions aside and all this other stuff. All the while I still want what I want, and I'm thinking about making strong decisions because I feel rejected here, and I need to temper that out because I genuinely feel out in the cold. Not really being mad, but it's the energy of I don't get why I'm out in the cold. Why can't I get what I want here? I'm gonna just move on and go see what I can bring in for myself here. But I'm not really thinking clearly. Queen of Swords in reverse. Not being fair. Not being logical. Not using my discernment here. Hierophant. What's the Hierophant? What is this? King of Wands in reverse. I think that he's learning a very deep lesson about being controlling and forceful. King of Wands in reverse is the energy of being pushy, not knowing what actions to take at the proper time, being egotistical, being prideful, and all these things that the King of Wands in reverse. A lack of action, right? Learning that deep lesson, and now there's some fear surrounding that. And he's going to have to gain control of himself and find some stability so he can come in and take a risk, because he's needing to move forward but it's like he's doing some things behind the scenes because he actually feels like this. It's like with the kings, we had the King of Swords come out and upright, King of Wands in reverse. So he's not really in that place to take a proper action, but it's like Emperor's coming out, so he's in his true power. But King of Pentacles being more stable, solid, secure, and committed, taking a leap of faith, moving forward, but in a sneaky way because he's holding his emotions back. And he's learning the lesson behind that, behind walking away. It's like he's fearful because he was controlling. He was trying to control his stability. He took a risk. He was trying to be sneaky and do things behind the scenes, resisting his own emotions, holding them back. You can say the King of Cups is emotionally mature, but yet the King of Cups doesn't always show their feelings. They don't always. They aren't always up front. So you have the Eight of Cups that's going back to him learning the lesson of being overly controlling and possessive, and not making integral moves, not moving with integrity. King of Wands also in reverse also does not move with integrity. So let's keep going. Seven of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Got the Seven of Wands. He may be trying to protect himself, moving slowly, trying to take care of himself, all the while wanting this new beginning, this fresh start. And again, of what he deems as his wish fulfillment. He's weighing his options, but carrying a heavy burden of heartache and pain because now he can't see victory. He can't see success. He doesn't see himself being successful, but it's like he had to learn the lesson, which is why he was being denied. He had to learn a lesson behind that. Okay. Ooh, oh. All right. So it's like now he's trying to protect his energy by taking things a lot more slower or slowly, wanting to nurture what he's approaching, what he's going after, what he's trying to grow and bring about. Because it's kind of like in the energy of, I gotta protect myself if I get hurt again. Because it's like I'm definitely, I don't see success within reach. That's why I say I feel like I'm denied. Like I'm gonna move on, but I'm gonna come back because I'm gonna manifest something to go in my favor. I'm gonna bring something forth to my favor. Okay, all right, masculine. Let's see here. Crossroads. We got the Two of Wands and the Sun. Feminines and choosing the path of happiness. Or the path of enlightenment, right? It's like she had the epiphany that she has options. She's meditating on her options. Let's see what else. That's just some energy that I was picking up. So let's see what actually comes out. All right, feminine, how are we feeling today? There it is. There's the options. I got options. What shall I choose? Yeah, her options are becoming very clear to her. She knows what's in front of her, and she's meditating on any judgment. She's thinking about it. She's definitely making a judgment when it comes to having one, control in her life, or two, making a judgment when it comes to the masculine. Again, trying to balance out and reconcile her options on how to get something new started, or potential potential growth after walking away from the connection. Feminine, you may have walked away from the connection and you may be waiting for things to grow here. You may see things very clearly. You may feel like waiting for growth would be your better option here versus just taking it how masculine throws it at you. You don't necessarily have to accept what is being presented to you. Genuinely, if you being in control with that Emperor card, I'm getting like, if masculine is presenting like, hey, come on, let's go, let's start talking again, let's act like nothing happened. No, we don't have to accept that. No, you can chill your horses, or you can go back and turn around and figure out why the way you came at me was incorrectly. Empress energy. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me try that again. What else, feminine? Okay. I want to get a good grip before I start taking falling cards. Okay, Page of Wands. You're hopeful, optimistic, and it's like you're hopeful about what's taking place. You are moving forward with strength and courage, power and direction. You do have willpower to resist. You do have enough internal strength to say, hey, this doesn't work for me. So I'm gonna keep moving forward. I know where I'm going, and this ain't my destination. This is not where I'm going. So I'm gonna keep it pushing here. So it's kind of like, it's like you have to hold back, but you're disappointed because they're still kind of playing mind games. They're still trying to manipulate into union and exerting control and being forceful, and it's kind of like you can trying to manipulate his way to commitment, and you see it clearly. You got the message loud and clear, but it's like you want it in a balanced manner. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to manipulate. You don't have to cause mind games in order to get your way. So I feel like feminine's on the forward trajectory. Yeah, overcoming obstacles. That doesn't work for me. Let me sidestep it. I'm enlightened. I'm very clear. I'm not stuck anymore. Yeah. I know where I'm going to be successful. I know I'm going to be successful. Again, fast forward movement. I don't have to accept what's just placed in front of me. I'm hopeful, and I'm going to go ahead and tiptoe out the back door, and you can deal with that. But it's just the energy of I'm not accepting what I don't have to. I have options, and I can see them clearly. It's like I'm bolting right past those challenges. I'm bolting past any of my past struggles. That's not something. That's not my destination anymore. That's not where I get caught up and hung. I'm not in suspension. That's not where I stay. It's not where I stay. Still one more for feminine. I love myself. I protect my heart. And I will have a successful beginning. Now, underneath that, you may There it goes. That's why the meditation, because you're having conflict about abandoning your situation. You may need to gain some insight about why you're following your intuition to move in silence. But it's like with the hermit and the high priestess, in solitude by yourself, seeing the light, kind of nervous about it, but it's like you're still getting information along the way. It's you're still on the way. You're still not getting caught up by the shenanigans, but you're finding your way to a new cycle. You're closing out an old way of thinking. Like I don't have those type of feelings anymore. Yeah, it's sadness and regrets behind it, but I don't. I'm stronger now. I'm stronger than that. And that's, I have patience. I've tempered myself. I can control any animalistic or rage or whatever, and which is why I'm in meditation. This is why feminine's not really getting caught up on things that used to catch her up in the past. Okay? I like it. But I also like the fact that masculine's taking his time now, and he's seeing the error of his ways, seeing that he wasn't quite thinking clearly. He wasn't moving in the most integral way, and now he's needing to move a little slower, be a little bit more methodical behind that. Let's get some mutual energy. Okay, struggling. You both it's like you can't quite see because you're still dealing with some pain, kind of heartbreak. Two of Swords, Three of Swords. With the Nine of Swords underneath. I get it. It's because you guys are still feeling some of that pain, the residual pain. It's like you have fears that this connection is going to be forever toxic. You feel like it's going to be forever a burden. You feel, you just want to heal, and you hope for this and this, but you're resisting and waiting. You're just waiting. Being on your own because of the past. That's why you guys can't quite see, but it's a beneficial thing for both sides when we look at it separately and mutually. Yeah, you both can't quite see because you still kind of have some residual heartbreak and pain. But the good thing is, even through the confusion, feminine is doing the proper thing and actually meditating on her thoughts and her emotions and her feelings, and blowing right past those issues she used to get hung up on, which would have been, oh, I've been hurt, I'm disappointed, and it's hard for me to leave you, and because I love you. No, okay, you're not coming in, right? Okay, cool. It's like, let me meditate on which way I'm going, because I love myself now. I'm going to protect my heart. I'm going to shelter it. I'm going to do what I need to do for success. I'm not going to stay stuck. I'm going to have a new beginning in love, with or without you. I'm hopeful. I don't mind sneaking off. I don't have to stay here and be confused. I don't have to stay put and sit here and well, what's this? No. I see my options. I know my outs. I know what I can see, or who I can see, or who I feel, and what I feel for them. Masculine is in a positive light is I'm learning my lesson about being so pushy and being thinking in a non-emotional, more physical light of things, not using my discernment, not being logical, not being fair, not communicating properly. I need to shift away from that energy. I've learned that lesson. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to grow and evolve. I'm going to nurture myself. But it's like you both are kind of struggling because you still have fears that this is, again, fear of the long-term toxicity, being stuck in this connection, carrying the burden of actually needing to heal. But you guys wish for balance and a mutual harmonious relationship, but it's like you guys are struggling to get there, and it's okay. It's okay. We all struggle. We all falter along the way. We don't know how to bring in the harmony because of the pain, because of the past, because of things that we've experienced and the trauma. Getting started, to be honest, is one of the hardest things to do because we don't know how it's going to turn out. We don't know what we're going to go through. We don't know if it's going to hurt. We don't know if it's going to wind up to be the most beautiful thing in the world. We just don't know. So we struggle through the beginning stages. All right. Queen of Wands. Judgment. So you both are trying to exert some type of control and make a judgment. It's like you're trying to draw in what you want by the judgments that you're making. Like you're very drawn to make judgments right now. It's like you're kind of quick to make judgments. We both are trying to exert control, and then there's the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords side by side again. Power struggles, conflict, mind games, manipulation, both are kind of in that energy. But it's like you guys are having a lot of love for each other. Look at this, wanting to collaborate, wanting to work together, have this long-term growing love and loyalty towards each other. But again, the toxicity is still present, which is making you guys walk away. You're still tied to the things that you actually need to walk away from. You're still stuck and bound by the things that you need to release. And that's where this goes, that letting go energy. Meditate on that. Figure out what needs to be let go. Oh, okay, well, you hurt me. No, we're not holding on to that. I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful. I'm meditating on it. I see my options. I see what's being put in front of me. But I'm going to move forward because even though I have been hurt, I see things very clearly. And if it's not something that I want, if it's not successful, I'm going to protect my heart. From a masculine standpoint, exerting control. You just want what you want, and I get it. You don't like being denied, but it's still the aspect of going at it the right way. Learning that lesson of how not to move. That's good. Exerting control, yeah. It's like you guys are trying to control things by walking away, both of you, and it's leaving you both in regret. You both don't want to walk away because you're being selfish by abandoning the situation. But it's like you see things clearly while you're stuck. While you hold yourself up. You see that you're holding this up. You're holding up the expansion, the growth, the happiness, and actually going after what you want, which is this passionate new beginning and fresh start. It's like you had. Look at this. You have to choose the path to heal in order to come back together and work together, grow together. Because the devil is still popping up underlying the energy. So we need to do some inner work, some healing. But I kind of feel like feminine's on the energy of I only will accept that is that of which is for me. So if it's not for me, I'm not going to accept that. I'm going to blow past it. I'm going to see clearly through any confusion, any options, any things that's hidden behind the scenes, and I'm going to keep moving forward until I see what would be a successful new start. But it's like you both are there it is again, the Eight of Swords. Because you're stuck in your head. You're going to stay stuck. You're going to remain frozen. Unable to take a risk. But something will come shake that up to change it. You will have growth. You will expand when you release, reciprocate, give and take. It's something will shake this up because you guys are struggling to get off the ground. Let's see. I feel like that's gonna that tower moment. I think a tower moment will happen or has happened. That's going to shake some things up. That's going to cause that growth and expansion. Like you guys are kind of stuck in your own way, holding it up. Yeah, weighing options out of fear. Like, ooh, do I leave? Do I stay? Shouldn't I? Okay, let's talk about it. What's the Six of Swords? Let's clarify the Six of Swords for masculine. Conflict. Yeah, because you don't know how to maneuver. You don't have the insight. You don't have the wisdom. Masculine, I'm going to challenge you to spend some time alone. Shed a little light on your internal world. Pay attention to it. Because I feel like only then that's when you'll overcome those challenges. Because you've been undid in emotional checks and balances, and you'll be able to see things clearly. You know what you hold near and dear to your heart. The answers that you seek are within. But it's like you're not going within. You're just ego, pride. Unjustified. Clarify the Magician from masculine, please. Look at that. 9 of Wands want to come out. Trying to manifest so you can overcome challenges. You're the wounded warrior. You may be trying to hold yourself back and I don't want to get hurt. Look at that. Trying to overcome through manifestation. Trying to choose a different path of patience, investing in healing and being a little bit more in control of your emotions that are out of control because you feel like things are going too fast. Okay, well, why are you going too fast if you're the one that's going too fast? You went too fast for yourself. Which is why the feminine's like, oh no, I'm gonna go ahead and keep moving. No, that's not. Okay, so that was the tower moment. So you had an epiphany and an understanding. Clarify the will then. You want to balance the scales. You want fairness. You want to balance reconciliation. You want to come back together. It's just clarify the Queen of Swords in reverse. King of Pentacles. Let's see, clarify the Queen of Swords again. King of Pentacles. Trying to be grounded, more emotionally mature. You're trying to hold back your emotions. Okay, so it's kind of like you don't want to talk, you don't want to communicate, but internally you want to commit, you want to be stable, you want to be grounded, you hold a lot of love, but yeah, you're still holding the emotions back. And again, it's saying when you check your emotions, you'll see things very clearly. Seven of Cups, Ace of Swords. Look at that, Seven of Cups, Ace of Swords. Check your emotions. Look at your options very clearly. Pay attention to them. I keep hearing pay attention, pay attention. I don't think you're paying attention to very much to your feelings, masculine. Because I keep getting the pay attention part. Let's clarify the Hierophant. Hierophant clarified by the Hierophant. It's like the lesson is within the lesson, and it's like you don't quite see it. It's hidden. It's like you don't quite see how to turn things around. Look at that. The Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. Main of Air. You're not paying attention to the downloads. And I do get a sense of you needing to listen to the higher self. Listen to the part of what's right. What your beliefs are kind of blocking your vision. Not quite. They're eluding you. They're eluding your mindset and your vision. They're not giving you the clear insight that you actually need to move forward in a more integral way. Clarify the King of Wands in reverse. Okay. It's like you're blocking change. You don't want to change. You can't see because you don't want to change. You don't want to shift. You have mental conflict, and with that we go with the Five of Swords, more ego, mind manipulation, trickery mentally, and play on words and stuff like that. It's like you just don't want to change, and that's a problem. You're going to have to temper that ego in order to become the King of Wands in reverse. In the upper. Because again, it goes back to what you hold near and dear to your heart. You don't want to change, but you want what you hold dear to your heart. The way you've been masculine, I ask, has it gotten you what you wanted? Have you gotten the thing that you hold near and dear to your heart? Seven of Wands. And I don't mean to be hard. Yeah, you blocking, you putting up your guards and defenses. Because again, you're not thinking clearly, not using your discernment. Oh, you want to wait. You're waiting to follow your heart out of fear. You're not making any moves. You're waiting for things to come to you because you're scared to invest. You're choosing a path to weigh your options and move slow and take your time to move slow. You're making a judgment to walk away from your Empress. I kid you not. Waiting for things to come to you to receive because you're scared to invest. Seven of Pentacles. Choosing a path to weigh your options and move slow. Making a judgment to walk away from who? Your Empress. Pride and ego. You're not thinking clearly. You're not being fair. You're not logical. You're not any of these things. We got the King of Swords in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse. We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Water in the upright. We got to turn them all the way around, sir. We have to get to the Emperor. Or no Empress. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, which we just saw. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. You're moving slow. You may feel like it's like you're unable to make a decision because you feel like the new beginning, the new creation, the new spark of passion will be rejected because of past behaviors. When you really want to just express how you feel and show how you feel and have a successful reunion. But again, there's a lot of confusion that needs to be cut out. You need to look at your options. Look at what you have left. Yeah, you're trying to be the Queen of Pentacles. Take care of yourself, and all the while you're hurting on the inside. But I do get a sense of you trying to work on toxicity because you do want things to change, to shift. You're weighing your options on how to come in and express yourself and reconcile, but it's like you still have work on negativity, toxicity within yourself. Which I get it, which I get the denial piece. It's like, no, the transformation is being blocked. The change is being blocked. But it's like you don't want to change. So you're going to have to check. You're going to have to check on that. Do you really want to change? Not change? You stay the same. You get what you always got. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups. Yeah. Not confused. She wants reconciliation too, and she wants to move with it towards success. But look what's right behind it. The devil. There's devil toxicity here too. Feminine. Selfishness. Let's get one more. But I think this is still something being worked on. Clarify the Seven of Cups one more for a feminine. Amen. Okay, you see your options. You see that right now, reconciliation, coming back together is on hold. It needs to get on solid ground for there to be potential. You need to learn a little bit more. We need to follow our intuition. Be a lot more patient. Even through ego battles and things like that, we got to become a little bit more aligned, become more secure and stable within ourselves, right? Let's clarify the Ace of Swords then. Look at that. Clear, you need to walk away. You need to release things and prepare for the future, for growth and expansion. You're clear of what you need to do. You're clear of what you're cooking up. You're clear of what you're expecting and nurturing here. It's just a shift. There's a change, a transformation, forward movement happening. And I feel like you're waiting for it. It's just kind of like, always with this deck, like to use the analogy of cooking. You don't want to pull it out of the oven or take it out of the pot before it's done. So you just wait for it. So you put a cake in the oven. You got the wet batter. You know, it might take 30 to 45 minutes for the cake to bake. Go sit down. Put your feet up. Wash the dishes. Go do something else while that bakes. You know, I cooked it all up. I whipped it up. I'm nurturing it. I'm putting it in the oven. Empress energy again, more pregnant, expecting bun in the oven type energy, right? But you're expecting forward movement. You know there's a transformation coming about. You're hopeful. You're optimistic. You see it. It's just not ready yet. Yeah, because you know it'll be a success. It's like deep down, you see your success. Six of fire, six of wands. Same thing. What's the seven of swords then? Okay. Okay, so you may be hiding how you truly feel. You may be hiding that you're truly disappointed. You may not be upfront about your emotions. Yeah. Because things keep happening over and over again, kind of the exerting the control, you having to walk away, things being on pause. A lot of this stuff keeps kind of happening, right? And it's also like you doing things behind the scenes. You may be releasing, you know, sadness, loss, regrets, being depressed. You may be putting it into that because you're tired of it. You're meditating on that, and you're like, okay, this isn't conducive to what I'm trying to produce. This is not what I'm trying to cook. So if I say, oh, I'm disappointed because I just put this in the oven and it's 5 minutes in and I want some cake. No, wait for the cake. You know the timing of it. It's not going to work until it gets to that certain point. You can put a toothpick in it until it's done. You can do a couple different tests along the way until that is not done. So it's kind of like you know that there's success coming. It's just you kind of disappointed on that. It's like you it's like you don't want to express that it's disappointing or you feel abandoned out in the cold, but you're quite clear that things will turn around again. Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune here. You're just kind of weighing your options on what will occur, though. You're kind of like, is it going to be fluffy and moist? Is it going to be solid and sweet? You know, just so many different things of the outcome, right? You just don't know. Clarify the Chariot. Moving forward, yeah, you're getting clarity that you're just gonna sit back and heal. You're gonna be in the Chariot. It's like you're getting downloads to just go heal, go do what you do. Yeah, you got insight. Go be happy. Go get some enlightenment. Start a new cycle. Focus on your work. Become more solid, grounded, and stable within yourself. Take your time. Take your time making any judgments as well until you get all the information. Because I feel like it's going to be an information overload if you get it all at once anyway. Which again goes back to the meditation. You don't meditate to get enlightenment in 1 second. You don't meditate for a minute and then all of a sudden become this enlightened person. No, you meditate, you sit quietly, you intake the information that you're getting, and then it does come to you over time, but it's not going to come all at once. So be patient with that. Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior, overcoming challenges. You're fierce. You take command, you take charge, you want what you want, you're attractive, you're not, you don't cower. And then I do feel like you know that the devil energy is attached to this masculine here, and you know that there needs to be a level of control in order to shift this relationship into a solid investment that will grow over time, that you can nurture. Queen of Pentacles, right? It's like you're aware, you're quite passionate about it. I do feel there's a level of desire as well here. I do get an attachment to that. Clarify the Hangman in reverse. Yes, strength. You see very clearly. You know you have the strength. You know have the willpower, strong intuition. That's the strength in the High Priestess card. Strong intuition. You're quite aware of how you feel. You've done your emotional checks and balances. 7 of Cups, Ace of Swords. Been a repeated clarity, huh? You see very clear that there still needs to be some healing in order to open up emotionally. You do still kind of hide your emotions on what you hold near and dear to your heart too, feminine. So again, you're aware. Yeah, success comes with healing and alignment. You have to get into alignment. You have to heal enough to get it. Yeah, you want to move on to calmer waters. You're protecting your heart. Again, seeing things clearly. Ace of Swords, 7 of Cups, multiple times, 3 times, 4 times. We include that one. 2 of Swords. Trying to get through so I can get you guys some extra cards at the end. 2 of Swords clarified by the 4 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles. You guys can't see it. I mean, but internally you feel the foundation being laid. You feel like it's gonna last for a while, and it's something that you're wanting to take a risk towards and hold on to. It's just you're weighing your options and trying to get into alignment and balance things out so you can reciprocate. But let's see, what's the 3 of Swords that you're having to wait, that you guys are having to be patient for a new beginning? Queen of Wands. Yeah, you guys want what you want. You want what your desires are, but you guys are taking it slow. That's what I'm saying. You guys are getting messages while you are being obedient. I feel like feminine's listening to her intuition, masculine listening to the higher ups, the higher self, God, however, his beliefs, knowing that his actions weren't in alignment of what he truly wanted anyway. Judgment, again, equal give and take, balance out, and align oneself. Look at that. What's the Emperor? I'm sorry. Yep. I'm trying to exert control, turning things around, shifting things in your favor. Yeah, trying to turn things around so you guys can be happy. What's the 8 of Cups? Yeah, walking away to get more clarity. Which brought a Tower, about you guys being in control or exerting control, trying to control the relationship here. But this is what's underneath the deck. That's what you both want. That's why you both are exerting so much control or trying to just control oneself. Because that could be just self-control. Because a lot of times if we don't have self-control, we kind of fumble the ball. And we kind of mess up what we actually do want. Yeah. Oh, okay. Being stuck, not even having your hands tied, just not making any moves, kind of being in your head, is revealing a few things. What's the Fool in reverse then? You guys are not trying to be reckless. Okay, I feel like the thing, not trying to be reckless, because it's a lot of things that are on both of you guys' plate that hasn't even been worked on. So you're going to start a new cycle, move forward on your own, on solo, and clear all of that out. Cut out all the fears. And actually, again, be patient with the toxicity that you're dealing with here. Because you know what is needing to be worked on. It's still some things that has not been. Tower. I think Towers, you guys are both putting up guards towards each other. And I think that came as a surprise for yourselves. Protecting yourselves individually while you wait for things to kind of come to the surface and sprout, right? I think I can try and bang out one romance angel for each. Alright. Alright, for masculine. For masculine, got reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Yes, he just doesn't know how to bring it back. He doesn't know how to change. He doesn't know how to transform and all this other good stuff. So he's working on it. All the while still kind of heartbroken, trying to balance himself out, right? Or just wanting to reconcile and actually being blocked from it for the time being. Mutually, we got getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And again, that goes back to you both having struggles and difficulties and exerting control and having things that you do need to work on, and it's okay. And for feminine, got very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And underneath the deck, we do have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And it's like that's honestly what she does want. Because we did have reconciliation being on pause. We have reconciliation here for masculine. It's just not going to come together. It's just one of those things where, hey, we still got to work on our issues, our baggage. We got to balance things out and then become a little bit more aligned with internally to be a little bit more harmonious here. And we have to release a little bit of control. We got to stop not being afraid of change, not being afraid that negativity. We gotta remain optimistic. We gotta remain hopeful. I do feel a little bit of that on the feminine side, not so much on the masculine side. We gotta bring all of that to the surface. All the good stuff, bring it to the surface. That negative stuff, we gotta work through it, sift through it, and heal it. So that's pretty much all I have for you. Thank you. If you could, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye. See you guys later.